Hello, Minnesota Ice Occupation Journal. Friday, January 23rd is almost midnight, so I'll get this in just under the radar. Today was a significant day in the occupation. It was the day of the Ice Out Minnesota general strike. No work, no school, no shopping. My son and I stayed home, and I watched the protests that happened today from live streams home. I have spent a lot of time in the cold on foot patrol in the last week. I did need a break from the cold, and just in case they decided to attack the crowds, the protests today, I am not willing to put my son in the line of that. I could do it myself, but I'm a little more protective of my son than that. He's staying informed of what's happening. I'm giving him updates. He's watching videos, but I don't want him on the front lines. I will do that. I'll put myself out there for him and his generation and those behind him to ensure our world's a better place for him. I hope that's why I'm doing this, among other things, and to protect people right now. I love my adopted state so much. I saw some of the most diverse crowds out marching for the same cause to get this federal government incursion, this occupation, the fuck out of our state. And it was peaceful, it was beautiful, and they braved insanely cold 20 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit with wind. Minnesotans were built different, and the pictures and videos I saw are amazing. The clergy at the airport, their protest was beautiful, incredibly well done, beautiful message. The photos, dang clergy. I'm hard on a lot of American Christians, but these folks have earned my respect for as long as I live. Me personally, I did do some fun things or useful things. I drove around collecting 3D printed whistles and printed designs that people printed for me to put together, and I'll be delivering them places over the next few days that need them. You need literature, you need tools as well when you're fighting an occupation. And our tools are whistles and information and kindness and observation, right? Not guns. I think that's pretty cool. The wild thing is, the general strike was so effective. I was driving around the metro area at rush hour on a Friday. Normally should be standstill, annoying traffic, and especially on a lot of the roads I took, like 394. It was empty. Businesses were closed. I could get everywhere. We shut this metro area down, and we showed up to tell the world, to tell the federal government, enough. Get the fuck out of our state. Stop terrorizing our neighbors. Stop trouncing on the Constitution. And I'm so proud of the people of Minnesota. Y'all showed up today. And yeah, it makes me happy. I also cooked a nice meal for my family, got caught up in chores, dishes, laundry, because guess what? Those of us who are resisting this occupation, we still gotta live and work and everything else. We're putting so much of our time and effort to fight this occupation. I delivered a fellow observer a nice hot meal who needed it as well. I love cooking for others, and if I can help out someone who is protecting our neighborhood, damn right I'm gonna do it. And then I ended my night with a 4-hour commuting patrol in my vehicle, driving around the east side of St. Paul. And I did encounter one of the hardest things I've ever done as an observer. I was watching the shift change of a business. That is when many of those vulnerable employees are their most vulnerable, is transitioning from their business where they work outside to their car. And I was observing to make sure that one of us was on hand in case anything happened. I was there with whistle, camera, vest, ready to go. While I was watching the shift change, so close to me that I could hear the whistles over the air and over the comms, an abduction was happening in a Target parking lot, and I was less than 2 minutes away, and I wanted to rush towards it to help with every fiber of my being. But I couldn't because I had a duty to do. I could not leave my post. There's other observers in that Target parking lot. They did their job. They did a really good job. They were calm. And Midwestern stoicism is on full display. The way the people who do legal observing can see some just horrendous, heart-wrenching stuff, but in the moment they stay calm. They communicate the information that is needed to take notes, to track what is happening. It's mind-blowingly amazing. But I had to sit there and listen to it happen and not rush to help because I was needed elsewhere. I just sat there and cried a little bit in my car, but stayed vigilant. ICE agents are getting really agitated. They're getting rude. They're getting meaner. They're getting more aggressive with observers. And that does put us at more risk, but it also means we're getting to them. We're going to get under your skin, just like this weather will get in your skin and give you frostbite and make it, we got you. Minnesota, we've got them on the ropes. That means we can't let up. This general strike was amazing. So let's just keep on the gas. And then once this is all over, we can start dismantling these colonial systems, these systems of capitalism that perpetuate things like this ICE occupation to happen. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Minnesota, I'm so proud of you. I love my neighbors, my adopted state so much. This was a bright day in a dark time. So, stay safe, be kind, stay salty, and fuck ICE.